Hey there, Pastor Aaron here from my office. I just want to thank you for walking through the Milestones orientation on RightNow Media. I know you might have preferred to be here in person, but that's not always the case. It's not always possible. We understand that, and that's why we wanted to make sure that this was made available to you in a different format. And so, congratulations for getting this far, and we're excited to potentially be partnering with you and your family on this journey. Uh, now, it has taken you time, obviously, to do this so far. And as mentioned in the orientation, time is the ultimate requirement here, that we begin intentionally thinking about our time. Many of us may be already in that practice, but thinking about stewarding our time in a way that brings glory and honor to God, and trying to think about that each and every day, particularly in the lives of our families and as we raise our children and grandchildren. 1 Corinthians 10:31 speaks to this when it says that, whatever you eat, whatever you drink, whatever you do, bring glory to God. And we believe, we, the family ministry team, believe that Milestones can be an effective way to help you do that with your family. And so we're excited that you're considering jumping into this journey and joining us. Now, we want to make sure that we answer any questions you have, and obviously working through the orientation the way that you have might have left you with some questions. It's not meant to be 100% exhaustive, just to kind of give you a bird's eye view of what's going on. And so if you have questions, if there's anything that we can clarify or any feedback you have to offer, we'd encourage you to contact the church office. You could shoot me an email. If you want to meet in person, we can arrange that. And myself or another member of the family ministry team will get in touch with you, and we'll make sure that we can help you out any way that we can. One of the great resources that wasn't listed in the orientation that you just worked through was a book called The Legacy Path, written by Brian Haynes. Brian is a pastor himself, and it's this book, quite frankly, that provide a lot of the foundation, a lot of the material that we're building on here with our own milestones. He's responsible for introducing this concept to a lot of churches. And so first of all, I want to give him credit where credit is due. We really appreciate his ministry that is ongoing. At the same time, this book is really a good primer on milestones, much more thorough than the orientation was that you just worked through. So we heartily recommend it to you and your family to work through. You can read it as husband and wife. You can read it as grandpa and grandma. And here's a great idea. I mean, we, the family ministry team, believe that grandparents are an absolutely vital part of this process. And so how about grandma and grandpa read it along with their grown children? And it's a good talking points and conversations about how to collectively shepherd these children and grandchildren in the family. We think that would be just great for families to do. And so we encourage you to pick it up. You can do it online through a site like Amazon. You can give us a call and we'll order it for you. Either way, this will be an excellent resource for you to work through. Now, there's also going to be a Milestones newsletter that's going to start coming out from time to time. Newsletter is going to contain information like maybe new resources that we're recommending for you. It could also talk about maybe some helpful ideas or tips on how to observe, commemorate, or celebrate these milestones in your own family. And it's also, this is like the really important thing here, the newsletter is going to be where we give you the dates and times of individual milestone trainings. And I don't know if you caught it or not in the orientation, but what you just worked through is truly an orientation. It's given you a bird's eye view of DBC milestones, but each specific milestone has its own training. And it's really then that we'll get really much deeper in that particular milestone and talk more about the biblical principles behind it, talk more thoroughly about some of the resources we're recommending and why we're recommending them, gives you an opportunity to ask some questions there in the moment and get answers to those questions. And so if you have, for example, a child or grandchild that you think is ready to be baptized, you've observed them make a profession of faith in their life, you've observed the spiritual fruit being produced in their life over a period of time, then you're going to want to come to the training for the following Christ milestone before the baptism takes place. And so the Milestones Newsletter will give you the dates and times of when those trainings will be made available. So if you want to be receiving that, contact the church office, or again, you could shoot me an email and we'll make sure that that's happening. Now, I want to close here just with another word of encouragement. I want to kind of echo what you heard from Pastor Chandler earlier. We, the family ministry team, and really the leadership of Delaware Bible Church, we believe you as parents and grandparents can do this. That you can capture these God moments in the life of your family, that you can have what we're calling faith talks on a regular basis, conversations that are centered on the truth of the gospel, eternally valuable themes and ideas and topics. We believe that you can do this. And we know that many of you are doing many of these things already. And so Milestones, rather than being a brand new concept, can simply be a way to affirm or further equip you in that journey. And so we believe that God has placed you in this role as a primary faith trainer for your child or grandchild. And we are simply here to help equip, encourage, assist, partner, whatever we can do to be an encouragement to you along the way. So again, don't hesitate to contact us. Let us know what we can be doing to help you. And again, thank you so much for taking this first step of working through the Milestones orientation.